Aloha kako. I'm Kūhio Lewis. I'm so honored and privileged to be here on this moku. This is something we've talked about for a very long time, bringing this convention and the resources and support that comes with it to the various moku. And so I'm honored that we can do this even though it's under the circumstances, nonetheless, there's a reason for everything. And so we are extremely excited to be here. It was only 47 days ago, actually, that we decided to move the convention from Oahu to Maui. 47 days. And I think it's important to talk about why. You know, I think many of us from across the Pai'aina, from across the Honua, we watched and just felt a deep sense of kuleana to see how we could support Maui, how we could support all of those that were impacted, not just in Lahaina, but throughout the moku. And there is no bigger platform than this convention. And so this was an amazing opportunity I felt to uplift the voices of those who weren't being heard. So our convention is here so that we can hear you and so that we can feel you and so that decisions that are going to be made down the line involve you. And so it's an honor to be here because that's the kind of vai that I pursue, is one that we can uplift spirits. And so this convention means a lot to me because it's where I started, actually. And I'll share about that. But first, I need to thank some people. I want to first thank my ohana. You know, being the head of an organization like CNHA, you're not home much. You're always out and about. You're always trying to engage community. And, you know, it takes its toll. You don't get to be home and read books to the kids or cook dinner. So there's a lot of sacrifices. So I need to first start by thanking my ohana for their love, devotion, support. I need to also thank my staff. The CNHA team is amazing. I mean, I may be the figurehead, but I'm telling you, the engine is the team at CNHA. How about a hand for them? They worked overtime to bring this convention to Maui. Moving a convention of this size is not easy. So from securing venues to workshops to engaging hundreds of presenters who you'll have a chance to engage with over the next few days is no easy lift. And so mahalo CNHA team for really working hard to make this happen. And of course my board of directors, I need to thank them because it's because of their faith in me and my leadership that we can do any of this. So mahalo to the CNHA board for your support as well. And of course, our many sponsors who help pull this off. There's so much to be grateful for, but you know, it's with their support that we can have a convention, we can have all these beautiful videos, we can have all of these things. So how about a hand, everyone, for the sponsors of CNHA? And most importantly, above all of that, I want to thank the Maui community for their aloha. It wasn't long ago, my team and I took them to dinner. I took my team to dinner over at Tiffany's. It was a whole bunch of us. And anyway, we were just everybody's ordering food. I'm like, eat what you like, because they had just stood up the Kako Maui Resource Center, and so I took them to dinner. And while we were at dinner, I told them, whatever you like. So they was ordering like crazy. Anyway, economizing Maui. But anyway, when I asked for the bill, the waitress came and said, someone paid for it for you. And I was blown away. That wasn't a small bill. And it said on the bill, thank you for all that you're doing for Maui. And it was anonymous. And so I'm so moved by the grace and aloha that we've felt here on Maui. Thank you, Maui. So I wanted to share about my first convention experience. I shared this before, but I think it's important. I started, my life it wasn't of privilege. It was rough growing up. It was challenging. I had my share of challenges. I had babies before I was even of age, and dropped out of high school. I didn't even graduate when I was supposed to. But somehow I found my way back slowly. Ended up getting my high school diploma. I went on to community college. And while I was at a community college, there was a program on campus. It was a Native Hawaiian program. And they were offering students the opportunity to attend the convention if you wanted to go. It was called the Native Hawaiian Convention. And so I thought, okay, maybe they get scholarships over there. I don't know what they get, but I'm going to go check it out. So I went to this convention, and I didn't know anybody. I didn't know anything. I sat in the back of the room where it was dark, so nobody knew me. And it's a full circle moment, because never in a million years did I think that I'd have the opportunity to lead this organization that puts on the annual Native Hawaiian Convention. So I share that because the rich tapestry that comes out of this convention is here on Maui, the same one that I had a chance to tap into. And I never saw it or thought about it at the time that it would evolve to this, but I encourage you to engage, to take advantage of the ike, the knowledge that is here to share, to enrich you, to uplift you. Our convention is not about, it's about us hearing from you. CNHA will be a facilitator to uplift you. And so I encourage you to indulge in all that's going to be provided over the next few days. I'm also, it's also a full circle moment for me, because I, at a young age, just like probably many of you in the room, was an angry young Hawaiian. Figured out, how come nobody helping Hawaiians? Where's all this money that the trust get? That was me. And I used to organize protests in Waikiki. Tiare Lawrence was part of that crew. We used to march through Waikiki. We used to organize our lahui, and let's shut down Waikiki. So it's another full circle moment, because I've returned to Waikiki, but with a different hat now. And I want to thank the Hawaii Tourism Authority. I want to thank the state of Hawaii. It was a long, drawn-out battle, but a Native Hawaiian organization now has a seat at the tourism table. See, I'm still kind of protest. It's just a different kind of protest. No need to get up at 5 a.m., pack the kula, pack the kids. Now we just turn on a computer. Anyway, the beautiful thing is that I still have a lot of fight in me, and so the protest will continue. But I need more of you to join alongside us, to join the fight, to join the opportunities that are yet to present themselves. CNHA came to Maui. We were always here, by the way. We didn't have as much presence. We've had an office. We've had staff on island. But we started our journey, and we launched this campaign, and many of you probably have come familiar with it. It's Kako'o Maui. So Kako'o is to support, to uplift, to be an extension of. We launched Kako'o Maui. And along with that, we hired many of those that have lost everything to help ground it in Maui. And so we have a short video that I want to share with you about the impact that Kako'o Maui has had. In short, we've helped thousands of residents with their applications, even appealing FEMA decisions. We've graduated over 300 Maui residents, giving them HAZWOPER, hazmat certifications so that they can have a role in the rebuild of Lahaina. And there's so much more. But let's take a look at the video, which will say it better.
I am I'm born and raised, very proud to be from Lahaina. Over 9 generations deep.
7 generations, born and raised.
It's our home. There's nothing past that, but transitioning to what has happened, things have been taken away from under our feet due to the fire, but we will rebuild together.
I can't see myself living anywhere else.
From the rise of the sun at Haleakala to the sunset on the shores in Lahaina, Nawai'eha, Nahonoa o Pi'ilani is a place like no other. With the ongoing efforts to Kāko'o Maui, here are a few stories of resilience, hope, and aloha.
Kāko'o Maui is a centralized, culture-based approach to helping our Maui ohana through this difficult time.
When you get in here, you're just going to feel like you are home. It's, that's our goal. We want you to make sure that this is where you can come to, and everybody that you're going to see here is family.
They took the time, they called their supervisor, and they just moved us along. I think that's what I missed in all the other hubs.
The center has helped families navigate the many resources available to them to carve a pathway forward.
I actually appreciate being treated as a person, not someone who is displaced. So I'm grateful, and I thank them for that.
Yeah, I'm a Lahaina resident, and we have 3 families living with us. And this kind of place is very helpful for us in time of needs when we don't have money, we don't have work.
As the kahea went out for help, donations from across Hawaii came in to help families put food on the table.
We have what we call a pick list, and on that list has all the categories and different items that the family might need or might want. They fill that out, they have a seat in our waiting area, and the volunteer goes and grabs all the things for them, puts it in a box, and then we help them to their car, and then the next family is picked up.
15 adults and 9 kids, and the food just disappears fast.
It's heart-wrenching to see everybody in need, and it really puts a face with the disaster.
Let's take a look at some of the different types of them. What are some of the hazards?
With a long journey ahead of us, empowering the people of Maui is the key to keeping them here.
I believe this island, we can help our own island, help to rebuild. We get everybody back into their hometown.
When we talk about uplifting the economic potential, it's about providing our people with very significant areas of the economy where they can gain access to a living wage. Too many of our people have been forced to leave our pai'aina, and we want to be able to preserve those that are still here, as well as provide opportunities for the lahui to return.
It makes a lot of sense for us to be involved and to be there. It's kind of hard to, after what's happened, to not want to be involved.
With so many wanting to contribute, help came in different forms, from air purifiers to ukulele.
We brought with us over 800 ukuleles, and many of the ukuleles that we brought here today are going to each member of the Lahaina Luna football team.
Sometimes it's the ukulele, it's their heart, it's their world, it's just everything that they have. But when Uncle gave these to us, it just meant everything to me. I think the team say the same thing.
With our blanket, with our presence, the prayers from our ancestors come with us. So we have 1 million prayers coming.
People called and had different neighborhoods that we set up Starlinks in. We also set up at Napili Park, which was one of the distribution points, which really helped out.
With many hands coming together, we mahalo all those who have and continue to Kāko'o Maui.
Hele o mahalo keia I ko Kāko'o ohana o ka punele o Maui. Hau'oli loa mako he mau haumana o ka punele o Lahaina me Kāko'o ma'ane'i.
Thank you.
Love you guys.
Maui no ko'oe.
You know, the road to recovery won't be easy, but I want you to know that CNHA is going to be here for as long as it takes to help you get on your feet. My aloha, my mahalo to all of you for being here, and welcome to the 22nd Annual Native Hawaiian Convention.